get to know a Muslim. We do not have the ability to change the social engineering of the people of this country. The reality is that media is generally controlled by, 5 or 6, channels, if you will. We don't have the ability to effectively challenge that broader, social engineering. But what we do have the ability to do, and I'll say this, to my Muslim brothers and sisters that are here and that may be listening, is that it is, we take part of that responsibility to engage society as a whole. We're part of this society. We are of the people, and these are our people. By the words of God himself in the Quran, when he mentioned the stories of all of the prophets who have preceded, whether you look in the 7th chapter, which is A'raf, or you look in the 11th chapter, which is Hud, when the stories of the prophets are mentioned, they all address their people, though they are not their followers. They're non-Muslims. They're not their followers. They all address them as, oh, my people. Mm-hmm. And so that being the case, we have a duty to our people to go engage them, let them meet a Muslim, let them, talk to a Muslim, ask you questions, and just humanize yourselves. And that's for the Muslims. As for those who are not Muslims, it's very important that you take every effort to get to know the people who you may be scared of or have some apprehensions about.
I think, just to add a little bit to that, I think for us as Muslims, we have a rich history of how Islam spread. And contrary to that narrative that's out there, it wasn't spread by the sword. And we as Muslims, especially in the West, America, those who are born, I'm a born Brit, I'm proud of it, I might add, we need to look at how we can be ambassadors of our faith. And that's what we need. And what's happening, and there's a reluctance, and those who are living in rural areas, for example, Muslims living in rural areas, engage even more. Engage even more. Non-Muslim colleagues who live in rural areas, as Tahir said, engage even more. Simply engagement and communication will remove some of the conflict that we're seeing at the moment.